Alright people, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of what to expect, what not to expect, and what you need to know about Age of Ultron. Now this video I'm about to do right now, I'm going to do a quick breakdown of the origins of the newest additions to the MCU. I'm going to talk about Ultron, Vision, Baron von Strucker, Ulysses Klaue, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch. Let's get into it. Now, the big baddie, Ultron. Brief nutshell. In the comics, the original Ant-Man, Hank Pym, put his mind in a machine and made a digital backup. Ant-Man, which was one of the first 5 Avengers, even before Captain America was an Avenger, now that digital backup went haywire and calls itself Ultron. So basically, it has Terminator syndrome. Now what happens is that he creates new bodies for himself and keeps transferring his mind over and over again into these newer bodies. So by the time he made his 5th body in the original comic, he manipulated the human Jarvis, not the digital one that you're used to in the comics, into giving him the weaknesses of the Avengers. And then him and Jarvis played like a switcheroo, basically, masquerading as a villain called the Crimson Hood. So after the Avengers defeated him, then he decided to get vengeance by creating his own son. So in Marvel, there was an original guy called the Human Torch. Not the one from the Fantastic Four. This one was in 1939. Ultron took his unconscious, basically his dead body, and then took the mind of the hero called Wonder Man, merged them together, which is how you got Vision. Now when Vision went to go kill the Avengers, he started feeling remorseful and became more adept to his human side, because remember, his mind is that of a hero called Wonder Man. So he decided to betray his father Ultron and became an official Avenger. Now when this happened, he killed Ultron, but he thought so. The head of Ultron survived, manipulated Vision into creating him a 6th body, which he called himself Ultron 6. He took the metal, the same kind of metal that Wolverine has in his body, from another meteorite, it's called adamantium, and created an adamantium-infused Ultron body. Now, from then till now, over the last 3-4 decades, Ultron keeps making newer adamantium bodies, and he keeps adding more powers to them. So he's just a beast. Straight beast. But in the Age of Ultron, from everything I've seen and what's been reported, he won't be as strong as he is in the comics. They dumbed him down for the movie, and Tony Stark is his father in this one. So we're going to see how it plays out. Now for Vision, same thing. Instead of being the son of Ultron and being made from the Human Torch and Wonder Man, and told Vision will be his own thing. And most likely, from what everybody's saying and what I've seen too, he'll be the embodiment of Jarvis. Now, quick backstory on Jarvis. There's 2 Jarvises. There's the human Jarvis, and then who was a butler to the Avengers, and then Tony made his own version of Jarvis, which is a digital copy, not of his mind, but it's a digital copy of Jarvis for his suit. And as you've seen in the movies, and in the TV show, Agent Peggy Carter, the original Jarvis was his father's butler, which inspired Tony when he created the Iron Man suit to create the digital Jarvis. So, overall, the digital Jarvis will be Vision, being played by Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany has been the voice of Jarvis since 2008, since the first Iron Man. So he's been in the MCU from the get-go. On to the other 3 additions. Baron von Strucker. Strucker is a top person in Hydra. Now, he has this attachment to his arm called Satan's Claw. Satan's Claw gives him amplified strength and allows him to project energy blasts, mainly electrical. And so Strucker was hit with this virus of his own creating, and it bonded to his DNA, so he doesn't age as a normal human should. So he should be around his 50s or 60s in the comics, but he'll fight you as though he's in his 20s. So I don't know how they're going to play it out in the Age of Ultron, whether he's going to keep Satan's Claw or not. But it's evident they kept the Hydra aspect of him, which I really like. And I'm glad they didn't change that up. Okay, so the thing that you guys might have not noticed, in the end credits of Winter Soldier, von Strucker took Loki's staff and has been performing experiments on humans. Now, because of copyright laws between Fox and Marvel, Marvel can never use the word mutant. X-Men can never be an MCU for now. They can't have their own brand new mutants. Mutants are out of the question. So instead of mutants, they took Loki's staff from Avengers 1, which has an Infinity Stone in it, which is the one of mind, the Stone of Mind, or the Infinity Gem, whichever you prefer, and he's using that as a way to unlock hidden powers in the human mind, which was explained in Winter Soldier and in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, if you've been keeping up with it. So what happens is, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, which are brother and sister, they're twins, have had their minds unlocked to where they can now tap into their true power. So, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch have been Avengers in the comics since 1965. Now, quick origin on them. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are the biological children of Magneto. Now, Magneto did not know he got their mother pregnant. So Magneto and their mother went their ways. Their mother gave birth to them and abandoned them as children. And they were picked up and taken care of by the Maximoff family. They showed them love and caring and raised them. And when they came of age in the comics, their powers manifested, and they were saved by Magneto, which was pretty funny, because when the powers manifested, the local people wanted to kill them because they thought they were monsters. Magneto stepped in and saved them. And because of that, without knowing that Magneto was their father, they felt they owed him a life debt. So they joined the Brotherhood of Evil at first. And then the Brotherhood of Evil fought the Avengers. But Pietro and his sister, Scarlet Witch, felt that they didn't really belong in the Brotherhood of Evil. So they betrayed the Brotherhood of Evil because at that time Magneto was taken off Earth. It was another side story. He was taken off of Earth and the Brotherhood of Evil was without Magneto. They left and became official Avengers because that's how they felt that that's where they belonged. They've been on and off, since 1965, but they've really been great characters. I love them. Pietro is like more of a watered down version of the Flash. His top speed is at the speed of sound. His sister's abilities are she's able to warp reality. But in the movie, like I said before, they're going to dumb down their characters. So they won't really be as powerful as they should be. Also, they will be adding Ulysses Claw. Now in the comics, there's this character called the Black Panther. The Black Panther has been around since the beginning of this African country called Wakanda. Now what happened was, a meteorite made of the substance called vibranium crashed to Earth and mutated this vegetation around it. It's like the shape of a heart. The Black Panther was the leader of the original Wakandans. He ate it, and basically his body's been pushed to the peak of human physical condition like Captain America. Now, every generation, the Black Panther's next son or nephew or brother will take over the mantle. So, it doesn't matter, as long as you're a male heir to that bloodline, you are eligible and trained to become a Black Panther. When the vibranium fell, it fell with an alien ship as well, so they had access to alien technology, which made them more advanced. So during the time of Captain America, that Black Panther gave vibranium to America as a peace offering, and they took that vibranium to make Captain America's shield. Fast forward to modern times, that Black Panther's son, named T'Chaka, was assassinated by a man named Ulysses Claw who wanted to grab vibranium. He was successful. He killed T'Chaka, and T'Chaka's son, which is the first Black Panther to leave Wakanda and become an Avenger ever, T'Challa, became the first official Black Panther of the MCU. So, with Ulysses Claw in there, being played by Andy Serkis, who's been Golem and Caesar, one of the best motion capture actors in the world, he was cast as Ulysses Claw because in the future, Ulysses Claw will have an accident which will turn him into living sound. So, for this movie, he'll be in human form. So when you see Andy Serkis, you're going to be seeing Ulysses Claw, which is a nod to the Black Panther coming. His first appearance will be in Captain America 3 as well. Just a side note. So you guys, that's a little quick breakdown of what to expect and what not to expect from Age of Ultron.